Okay, so we are going to do the video on sensory testing. Just a couple things about sensory testing. You always want to work distal to proximal, always along the line of a dermatome. You always want to make sure you repeat the exercise 8 to 10 times and make sure you keep count of how many times you're doing it and how many times the patient gets it to document. You also want to make sure that you and the patient have the same understanding as what's happening in the test. You don't want a false positive because you both have a different thought of what they are supposed to be doing. And then you always want to make sure you test superficial, deep, and then combined. So we're going to start with superficial. The first one we're going to want to do is sharp and dull sensations or sharp dull testing. So I'm going to use the arm just because it's easiest to video. So you're going to have them right along the dermatome line. You want to make sure you don't give them any excess sensory input, so you don't want to place your arm up too high or too low. You want them to be able to just focus on the test at hand. Anytime you have the patient close their eyes, you want to have them close their eyes and look away. That takes away the temptation to peek or, without knowing, kind of cheat. So I'm just going to have you close your eyes right now. I'm going to kind of explain to you what you're going to do. I'm going to touch your skin with a paper clip, okay? It's either going to be a sharp sensation or a dull, and I want you to let me know. So what a sharp is going to feel like is right like that. That's sharp, okay? What dull is going to feel like is this. So you're going to open up your eyes. We're going to go through this about 10 times, and when it touches you, let me know if it's sharp or dull. So if you close your eyes and look away for me. Sharp. Dull. 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 Sharp. Sharp. Dull. Dull. Sharp. Okay, so you always want to work distal to proximal. So she got them all right, so you document 8 out of 8, 7 out of 7, however they do. Another superficial you can do is light touch. So you can use like a tissue paper or cotton swab or anything that you can lightly touch the skin with. With this one, what you want them to do is just say now when they feel a light touch. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to touch your arm, okay, with this tissue paper. It's going to feel like that. I want you to just say now when you feel it. An important thing with this is to make sure that you don't do it like in a rhythm, so they can't like catch on or anticipate what's happening. So kind of change up the timing with it, not allowing them to anticipate what you're doing. So I'm going to close your eyes and look away for me. Now. 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 So with that, you just want to make sure, same distal proximal, no external inputs. So those would be 2 superficial testing you could do. We're going to move to deep next. So deep, we're going to do a movement and a position. So the important thing with the movement and position is that you take them through it first so they kind of have an idea as to what's happening or you understand the same motions. So just for video purposes, I'm going to use this arm. And so you're going to have the patient close their eyes. Okay, when I move you this way, that's up. Okay, this is down. This is out. And this is in. Okay? So, out, And close your eyes and look away. There you go. Okay.
Up, down, down, up, in, up, in, down.
Okay, you can rest. So, same thing, you want to document the positions that you use. So, arm, did all 4 positions, patient, got an 8 out of 8. So that would be our movement. And then we're going to do positional testing for deep. So what you're going to do with this one is you're going to put the patient in a position and then have them try to reproduce that position after you're done. So I'm going to take you through a position, okay, and I'm going to bring you back to neutral, and then I need you to put your body back in that position, okay? Go ahead and close your eyes and look away from me. Okay. Just go and come back. Put your body in that position for me. Good. Okay, go ahead and rest. Okay, come back to neutral. Same position. Okay. Alright. Take your back out. Okay. And look a little bit for me. Okay, change that position. Good. And I'm just going to do one more. The arm's a little difficult. Just because there's not a ton. Alright, and then go ahead and rest. So especially if the patient has difficulty kind of getting to certain positions, you can also document that, but that would I do for position. The next one we're going to do is combined cortical. And so the first one we're going to do is graphphagia. So I'm going to take your arm, you can go ahead and use this. What you're going to want to do with this is make sure that you and the patient have the same idea of what the parameters are. You always want to do it as if they were reading a book or reading something in front of them. So what we're going to do is I'm going to draw a letter or number on your arm, and you're going to have your eyes closed and you have to try to tell me what it is.
Okay.
But I'm going to write from here to here, okay? And the top of the letter is going to start here and the bottom is going to start here, just like you're reading a book. In between each letter, you're going to want to wipe them clean, but you're going to want to wipe them clean in the direction that their hair grows. That way it doesn't give them any external stimulus. So what I'm going to go ahead and do is I'm going to have you close your eyes and look away. Alright? Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and start. What letter was that?
Can I guess an A?
Okay. With the other letter. Okay, I'm going to wipe it clean in the direction of her hair. Okay. What letter is that?
I don't know.
Okay. Wipe them clean. Okay, next one. What letter is that?
I think it's a U, but I'm not sure.
Okay. Wipe them clean. Alright.
Oh, that's a B.
Okay. Wipe them clean again.
Maybe a W.
Okay. Now let's do 2 more.
T.
Okay. Last one.
I really don't know.
Okay, what's your best guess?
An S.
Okay. So she missed 3, so then you would document that. Last one we're going to do is tactile location. And so what you're going to do is you are going to touch the patient at a certain part along the arm, and then you're going to have them with their opposite hand touch that same position. Now, if you don't have, if you're having a difficult time seeing what if the patient is touching the same part of the arm that you're touching, sorry, the dog is being bad. You can use a highlighter or a marker to kind of tap on their skin and then see if they touch the same position. So if this were to be a highlighter, you could touch the skin and have them do it. So I'm going to have you close your eyes for me. Alexa, turn off the timer. So I'm going to have you close your eyes and look away, but you're going to need both hands. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to touch a part of your skin, okay? And then with your opposite hand, you're going to try to touch the part I was touching, okay? So if I was having difficulty seeing if they touched the same spot, I would use the highlighter to mark their skin. Okay. A couple mark it. Okay, last one. Alright. So those would be how I would test all of the different sensories.